All right, I'm back, and I apologize for not wearing a shirt. It's still hot out here, and in my apartment I don't have central cooling, and I don't have a window unit. But just trying to stay cool. So I apologize. I'm also in my boxers too, so I'm gonna try to make this as appropriate as possible. But hold on a minute. I'll make this a little bit better. I'll put on a. I've got a lot to explain, and I apologize. I'm really, really trying. I'm discombobulated right now, and I don't have the best abilities to resolve major issues. And my major issue right now is being unemployed currently. I'm struggling to be able to find full time or even part time work. My second problem, and the part that's making me all jumbled and all worried, and again, I apologize. This is going to be a longer video. It's going to be at least 10 minutes. As I got my fucking landlord calling me saying that I need to get out. I just got off the phone with attorneys here in my state, and everything's all good. Everything's all good. I've got visual evidence. I've been to the police to cover my own ass. But it's come down to this, to where I'm going to be homeless again and living out of my truck. But the caveat and the crux of this whole story is I've still been waiting for Rock Auto and for car parts for my truck, because 2 weeks ago my fuel pump went out. I got that fixed same day because I had another fuel pump, because the fuel pump has been going out on my truck. It's been twice now that it's gone out in the last year and a half, 2 years. So thank God I already had that part and all the tools to be able to get it jacked up, and the fuel pump, the fuel tank dropped. I got it all fixed within a couple of hours. But then as soon as I got that fixed and put back together and running again, the calipers ceased. The front calipers, or the brake calipers or whatever, ceased. So every time I run it, RPMs are at 2.5 or 2,500, but yet I'm only going like 30, 40 miles an hour. Got out of the truck and both of my shits are smoking and super hot and glowing beet red. So I gotta go back out here and gotta get the brake parts. I've got the brake parts. Now that it's been a little over a week, Rock Auto sent me all the parts. I'm actually currently waiting, and I got 3 or 4 days or whatever until the other caliper, because I'm doing both sides. I've got shocks, tie rods, tie rod ends, ball joints, brake lines, the calipers. I probably might have to get new brake pads, but here's the crux. I can't be spending all this money on parts. I've got rent coming up. It's the end of the month. It's not the end of the month. It's only like the 16th, 17th, but got a couple weeks until the end of the month. I'm leasing month to month, and it's an oral one, an oral agreement. So at any moment, I could be at the door, be given a fucking eviction notice, but then that gives me 60 days. Anyways, I haven't done anything wrong to deserve to get kicked out. There's a family and a woman that lives in the first or the upper apartments, that ever since the day that I moved in here, this woman has had some kind of animosity for me. Honest to God, right hand to God, I haven't been nothing but nice to everybody here. And it's just like every single one of my jobs. Every single one of my relationships, including family, since I was born, basically. People people make me out to be some kind of fucking scapegoat and they'll lie. And for some reason, it always comes down on me and I always get fucked. I've been nothing but nice to everybody here. And there's one lady and her kids that it was the beginning of June. They were outside making water balloons, things of that nature, having fun. I have no problems with that. But then I noticed in my apartment that the water's coming in from that window, and it's getting on my bed. Blah blah blah. I go out and I ask the lady and the kids because I find out that the water spigot is right over the window. I asked them nicely, like, I know you guys are out here having fun and I got no problems with that, but could you be a little bit more careful? And the water's actually getting into my apartment. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. And as soon as I turn around to walk away, I hear fucking, you should go back to where you came from. I just let that go. I hear all this kind of shit all the time, and I'm not even going to bring this race into this because, I mean, I'm sorry I don't have better light. I should turn on a light, but again, it's hot in here. I shouldn't even be wearing this robe, but I'm doing it for courtesy, for you all. My point here is I'm not blaming anybody else. I'm the one who's made my life so hard with the poor choices that I've made as a young man. I blame myself. This is the ultimate form of accountability. This is how you should know that I'm a decent human being. I'm not going to say a good human being, but a decent. I'm a recovering piece of shit. I'm working at it to where I can gain everybody's trust, even though at the end of the day, I really don't care. I just want to be respected because I was taught as a child, respect others and treat others the way you want to be treated. And I want to be treated like a king, so I'm going to treat you that way. And it goes back and forth. But my entire life, it hasn't gone that way. It's like people point their fingers at me and say that I'm the worst person. I'm the next fucking Hitler or the next Mussolini or some shit. I would give a homeless person or the next person the shirt off my back and not ask for praise for it. The only praise that I ask for is from my Father who's in heaven. Again, you guys are going to crucify me. Maybe that's probably what a big part of why I get treated this way, because I'm honestly trying to be a follower. And notice how I'm not saying Christian. I'm not a good Christian at all. I don't go to church. I don't do the holy rolling stuff. I'm not gonna, I do have a Bible, quite a bit. I'm on Psalm. I need Psalms, the songs. It is comforting. Don't ask me why it is so comforting to me. I couldn't tell you. But going back to the story, the original story, I want to stay here. I like it here. This is the first apartment that I've really had as a 40-year-old. This isn't the first time I've lost a job and been unemployed. I mean, again, the longest job that I've ever had was 6-7 months. And that was many, many years ago. I've gotten in trouble a lot. Like I said earlier, I've gotten into a lot of trouble when I was younger. And I'm a multiple time convicted felon. I've gotten plenty felonies on my record, all theft-related property crimes. That's why I said earlier too, I'm a recovering piece of shit. I do have the substance abuse on my record. My drug of choice was meth. Pretty much anything I could get my hands on. Meth and marijuana. And for the first time in my life, and this is another time I can raise my hand and actually promise and actually be living up to my promises, that I've been trying. I haven't been completely sober from my Nicks, my Nick vapes and my THC vapes, but I'm trying to nix those things out of my life. With the news that I got today and with what's going on, I need to smoke a little bit. I don't have those tools again. I don't have those tools to be able to handle life's difficulties like the rest of y'all. I'm typically a calm, laid back, super kind individual, and when stuff like this continuously happens, yes, I need prayer, and I will go into prayer after I make this video, but I needed to make this video because I tried calling my dad. I haven't had a very good relationship. My mother and father for my entire life. Being adopted, it's tough. Again, being the black sheep and the scapegoat. I want to be able to talk to my father and my mother and talk to them just like how I'm talking to you, like not blame them, but just go back and forth without being persecuted, so that I can get over those resentments that I do have and move forward. And I'm not saying that my parents or anybody else controls the destiny and the direction of my life. I do, obviously, but I've made comments on TikTok and on Facebook. Nobody really pays attention to them. Nobody pays attention to a lot of the things that I say, even in reality, in real life. But there's been a couple times, and right now it's popping out in my mind. It's something screaming out to me to say this. But the one thing I've posted on various people's posts, and like, the question is would you rather have $1 million or go back in time or whatever? The one thing that I ask for in this world, I don't know why I ask this. I really don't. Excuse me. I wish to meet Jesus face to face on this planet before I die. I know all the cynical people. I can hear all this cynicism. I can hear it already. You're gonna be waiting a while. That's the only thing that I ask for. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for comfort. I don't ask for a wife. I don't ask for... I mean, I do ask for health, because this is the only way that I'm going to be able to complete my mission here in this world. And I'm thankful that I do have health. And I'm really struggling. Even though I do have a good life, I'm struggling mentally. Not asking for anybody. I just can't believe my landlord. That fucking... Like, people are so... and I'm gonna let this go, because I know how people are, especially people that have their own issues. And this landlord lady of mine, she's something else. Let me tell you about that. And I could upload the conversation that I just had with the what do you call it, the manager here, the cleaning lady. It's another 10-minute conversation, but this lady, when I was on the phone with her, asking her to stop believing the lies and why she's making these threats and kicking me out for false accusations. Just trying to get the story straight. I'm like keeping my voice calm. She has the audacity to say maybe you have some kind of multiple personality disorders or something. Like, no, bitch, I just told you I'm struggling. I might have, like, emphysema from my smoking and trying to quit, and popcorn lung from fucking Nick vapes and all this other kind of shit. I'm scared to go to a doctor, but I'm trying to quit because bad for me, and I'll show you guys, like, it's not the best life having to live off of a fucking nebulizer. Like, I'm tired of this. And then with the smoke, like, I can't go outside to fix my truck because the moment I go out there, I have an asthma fucking attack. Just trying to get by, like, and I'm telling you, like, I'm not telling you. I was talking with her, just like asking her, why are you accusing me of these things and why are you kicking me out? Because you have no valid or verifiable proof to make these accusations. Oh, well, maybe have you gotten checked out? Maybe you have multiple personality disorders. Oh, fuck. That's how narcissistic. That's that word. I honestly believe that word is made up, but that's narcissism right there. My landlord's a piece of shit, but who am I to judge? So, there's that. What did I ever do? I mean, what did I ever do to my landlord to get treated like that? Like my job, my last job that I had, good paying job. This is how I'm able to be unemployed and still be able to pay for my apartment. Is I got paid good, and I don't have very many wants, so I saved up quite a bit of money. Because I knew things like this were going to happen. I knew I was going to get fired, but you know what? I'm going to do this again because it takes a big person to admit when they're wrong. I snapped on my fucking coworker because I needed to get my clean pee in. I needed to get a clean UA. And then I also needed to get a clean bill of health and quit vaping. Because it sucks not being able to breathe and gasping for breath. I am noticing, though, I'm not coughing up stuff as much. But anyways, that's beside the point. My job. I snapped on my coworker because it was a hot day. And I'll just admit it. I'll admit it. The line that I was working on, or the crusher that I was working on, shut down as usual because everything is junk. My supervisor, the guy that worked with me above me, he went off and went to go get parts and do whatever the fuck he did. So I went to the back of my truck and I laid down. Dude came back about a half hour later. He's like, get up, we need to work, we need to do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so I got up. He tells the main supervisor that I was sleeping, which I was. But then I fucking snapped. And man, this is why you should never date somebody that vapes. This is how you can tell I'm not a hypocrite, because I vape, I do all that kind of shit. I wouldn't date me. I would not date me because of what I'm telling you right now. Because I snapped for no reason, and then I lied on myself and fucking went to the boss and why? So you're gonna fire me? Oh yeah. Well, if you get caught sleeping again. I'm like, well, fuck that dude, because I wasn't sleeping. Well, so then don't let it happen again. I'm like, so it turned a big stink into fucking. Then I snapped on the guy who caught me fucking sleeping, and I called him out in front of everybody else in the shop. At the end of the day, called him a PDF and threatened him. Said, if you ever fucking talk to me again, I'll beat your ass. All this type of shit, being all this puffed up tough guy. So, kudos to my former employer, because they didn't fire me for workplace violence. They had me go in and take a UA, and of course It's going to take me a long time to get clean from my THC, so I failed it. Failed my test. Yeah, this is going on. It's 20 minutes now. I told you this was going to be long. So this one's probably not going to go on TikTok. It's going to go on YouTube. I got to be able to go back and reference this moment in time. It's, what is it again? The July 18th, July whatever. I called back Hits Furniture. I mean, I hit that interview, filled out their application, hit that interview out of the park. I think I made a pretty good impression with the owner there. But if I'm going to be kicked out of here, I don't know. It is thank God that I got all my stuff out of my storage, which is like 3-4 miles down the road. And it cost me $100 every month. I got that taken care of. Got all my stuff out of there. I'm just thinking, like, I need to get this job. And I guess I need to be looking for another apartment or a place to stay just to cover my own ass. But no, the reason why I'm shaking too is because everything's been coming together. Especially today. I woke up late because I've been sleeping. Been sleeping most of the days away. I'll wake up if I get a call. I'll go down to a place and talk to somebody if they want to give me a job. Even though that there's smoke outside, I will walk down to the place that I need to and secure a job so that I can keep moving forward. I really want to stay here. I'm tired of moving. But I really don't like Ironwood. And I'm not liking northern Wisconsin. Oh yeah, so short story too. So shortly after I woke up and talked with the landlord or whatever, I didn't say anything that I wasn't. The landlord apologized again too. I'm sorry, I have to go. I have prior engagements that I need to get to, so I'll talk to you later, blah, blah, blah. Didn't say anything, I didn't freak out like I did last month. But try to get a hold of my father. And then I went outside because I noticed that because I don't know really anybody at my apartment building. I noticed that down the hall because I'm in the basement again. I noticed that down the hall on the other end of the apartment building there's washers and dryers. I noticed there's a lady that's been walking back and forth the last month, every once in a while cleaning stuff up. So I go out and find out that she's the manager. I went out and talked with her, and I've got the video. So I did speak briefly about this, but spoke with her and telling her about the situation. She's saying that she'll talk with my landlord and back me up, but I kind of don't believe that. Nobody wants to do anything for anybody else. She also did say too that she'd give me a job because she's doing the whole renovation of the apartments, painting and all this and that, and for being 50-some years old. And she says she has emphysema too, so I get it. She said she'd back me up because she knows that it's not all these things that were accused of me from the landlord. She knows that it's not me, so she's going to call the landlord and speak with her on my behalf. But again, we're going to go back to I got visual evidence. I've spoken with law enforcement, but it's really no different than where I came from with law enforcement. Unfortunately, racism is it's prevalent, and I can see it. I don't get into the whole. I just don't do it. I don't deal with people. I don't have friends. And I like to stay away from it when I do have work and not talk about it. But I know that the racism's real. And I know that people are smarter than I give them credit for. Even though you guys do really stupid shit. You guys are smart. It's like you have this ability to be able to see something in others. And it's almost, it's a jealousy. Yes, I get it. But instead of being nice to somebody like me, you use racism and you use prejudices to try to cut me down to the size of where you guys are at. And that shit's not cool. This shit is not cool. I know my landlord's doing it. I know that the law enforcement, certain ones, not all of them, but certain ones. I know that my neighbor that lives upstairs, the one that's doing all this shit, slashing my tires and fucking putting dick liquor and nigger on my fucking truck, putting shit out in the halls, and smearing shit on fucking these kids. They're bad kids, and that woman is a fucking needs to be in a hospital. And all I've done is try to cover my own ass, going to the police saying, hey, this is what's going on. Her and her kids fucking start the dumpsters on fire, but then somehow it all comes back to me because of my skin color or what. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I've been this scapegoat, and I can see it, I can recognize it with my eyes closed from a fucking mile away. Am I tired of it? I've been tired of it years and years ago. Even when I get into prison and jails and stuff like that, I'm marked there too. It's just y'all see something in me that I can't even see in myself, and it's just like the more I push you guys away, the more you guys fucking... And I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it because I live by the whole saying, nobody can make you do anything. And I'm not trying to put all the blame on the... I only got 18 minutes left on my on my phone. This is how many videos I've done. Only got 18 minutes left. I wish Samsung made phones where you could get external hard drives, the SD cards, but I digress with that. I'm not done with you people. I haven't given up on society. I just don't understand why you do the things you do. Relationships, don't get me started on that one. You can scapegoat me on that one. You're a victimizer. You're a narcissist. You just used me and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna show you. It's like one of my, like back in 2023, one of my exes fucking put an HRO out on me, and then the law come and gets me and fucking puts me in jail for asking for my clothes back. Yeah, bullshit. So just trying to vent, and I know very few people are gonna hear this. This is just me talking out loud so that I can work through this, because I do have some tools to be able to work through my problems in life, and it doesn't deal with drugs, alcohol, violence, mental health, illnesses, things of that nature. I'm trying to be stable like fucking concrete, trying to be solid like concrete. But before I go off into a rant on something, I hope I hit every topic that I needed to. And I hope all of you are well. I don't wish bad things upon anybody. I honestly wish the best for everybody, and I wish that I don't even know what I wish right now. I just wish that I could see Jesus. I know he can make things better, make me understand why things have to be this way. I'm just tired of running. I'm tired of not having a place to call my own and be stable, and I'm tired of just constantly being on the run and not even being a criminal. I just want to be able to sleep and go to work, pay my bills, and not be bothered. But is that too much to ask for? Obviously, but peace out, y'all.